Hello Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Ashcraft. If you are new here, welcome. This is my channel where I talk about cross stitch and anything else I feel like. You can find me on Instagram at that same name, Mary Ashcraft. I have it down below. Let me think. This week, I got a lot to tell you. And this week, I'm doing an unboxing. I have been waiting, I have been waiting to do this, this unboxing for the BeStitchMe Winter Solstice box. I have left it alone. Very difficult to do. I hid it in a corner so I wouldn't do it. And so that I could open it on camera. I will do it at the end so that if you have this and you have it under the tree or you're waiting to open it, you can just end the video and not be spoiled. But before that, we'll go over all my usual things. So this week has kind of had its ups and downs. My kids were home from daycare all week with fevers, nothing else but fevers. It was just kind of a weird thing, and they were fine yesterday, but my daycare was closed today, so I was like, what's the point of really taking them back for one day? Might as well just keep them home the whole week. So they were home, which made it kind of difficult to get any work done, but oh well. The exciting news of the week, oh my gosh, my mind just kind of went insane when this happened. So Sunday night, I was checking my emails and I had some emails from Caterpillar Cross Stitch saying that my order was confirmed, my order was processed and fulfilled, and I'm just sitting there like, did I order something from Caterpillar and not remember? Like, did I order something at 2 o'clock in the morning when I was feeding the baby? Like, what, why did I order something from Caterpillar? And then I looked, because I didn't click on the email to open it, I just looked at the headline and then the preview it gives you of like 2 lines. And then like a couple emails down, there's an email from Sally Wilson, who's the founder of Caterpillar, telling me that I am the December Stitcher of the Month. And I about lost my mind. I was just like, what? And so the order confirmation was them sending me a 20-pound gift card. And so I was just kind of like, so I posted about it on my Instagram, and then they posted about it on their Instagram feed and stories. So that was really, really exciting. I will have the blog post that I wrote for them, linked down below. I actually sent it to my mom, and she thought that was really cool because a lot of it I talked about her and how she taught me how to cross stitch, and one of the pieces that I did for her was for her wedding, and it was just, so she thought that was really cool. So now I'm trying to decide what I want to spend my 20-pound gift card on. At first I was like, okay, yeah, that'll be about 3 to 4 patterns, but then I was like, I could get a Needleminder. I've heard Sally's Needleminders are amazing. And what else did I think? So I know I'm definitely going to get Hello Pumpkin because I have Hello Deer. I want to do Hello Pumpkin, and then I know she's coming out with a spring and a summer tree. So I was like, I could just wait until those come out and I could do that, or, you know, so I'm just kind of deciding now. I think I'll wait a little bit to spend it. That's what I normally do with gift cards. I'm like, I don't want to spend it right away. I want to hold on to it for as long as possible. I definitely look like I've been out in the snow. It does not snow where I live. I live in Fresno, California. It snows about an hour away from me in Yosemite, but it's just really cold here. And so I have my beanie. I have my University of Dayton sweatshirt on. This is where I went to college. So I'm all cozy now. Anyways, so that was really, really exciting. And then something else exciting happened that I will talk about when I talk about my whips. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is my FFO, my one and only FFO. That's 95% done. So if you remember last week, I did a quick little small of baby Jesus in a manger, and I said I wanted to finish it into maybe like a little pillow ornament. Well, I finally opened my sewing machine and I did it. Okay, so here's my little guy, my little baby Jesus. I showed it to my husband and he's like, your hanger is not center. And I was like, shh, I don't need that negativity in my life. So this is my little baby Jesus. I was gonna go to Joann's and get some fabric that was like, I don't know, cute. But I was like, I just need to get this done. So I just did a plaid on the back, and I was trying to figure out how you were supposed to stuff it. And I know I've seen Helen D talk about how you like sew all of the edges, but then you have a slit, and then you pop it through that slit, and then you hot glue something over that slit. So I need to figure out what I'm gonna hot glue over this. And I'm thinking I'll probably go to Joann's and get like some felt and cut out a heart. Does that sound about right? And then do that over this. Because I stitched it together because I was like, I don't know how just hot gluing it on top, if that's really going to like keep it all together. So I like hand stitched it together. So yeah, that's my little baby Jesus. Oh, and if you notice that my tree looks a little funky, all of the cranberries, my 3-year-old pulled them off. Of course. She has pulled off all the cranberries, and then she has right there. Yeah, right there. You can barely see it. She has stuck on some other random ornaments that don't belong. Perks of having a 3-year-old at Christmas. So that's my one and only FFO. Okay, my whips. I'm gonna go in order of the ones that I've worked on. So the first one that I worked on was Plaid Tidings. I finally printed it out. Plaid Tidings by LittleStitchGirl. Instead of doing 3 separate ones, I'm doing them all in a row. And I really appreciate your comments last week about the border. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the border all the way around the whole thing. But I did notice that each of these houses, the border is like, it's the black, but then that dot in between is the color of the house. So like this is red, green, white. So I think I'll probably end up doing just a black dot. So it's just a plain black border all the way around. At first I thought about doing like red, green, white, red, green, white, red, green, white. But then, or one of the colors, but I was like, I think I'm just gonna do black. I feel like that's just gonna be the easiest. I have an email. So here's my progress on that. So I've finished all of the black on the center white house, and I've started on the white. And so this is a 28 count even weave no name from BeStitchMe, one of their fight nights a couple weeks ago. I think it was in November. That sounds about right. November. So yeah, I'm so excited for these plaid houses because I love plaid. So that was the first thing that I worked on, and I'm slowly making my progress on that. So the next thing that I worked on, because I felt like, okay, if I'm Caterpillar Stitcher of the Month, I feel like I should be working on something Caterpillar. So, I mean, it only makes sense. So I pulled out Hello Dear, and that was kind of like the motivation I needed to work on Hello Dear. So the last time I showed you this, I had just the like tippy top, just the tippy top of the deer's head. And what I decided to do was, I had a lot of court calls this week, And so I decided I was gonna go through and do half stitches for the entire deer. So that way when I'm just sitting on a court call or something, I'm getting so many emails. When I'm sitting on a court call or something, that I could just go through, not have to look at a pattern, and just do all the top stitches. So that's what I'm doing. So this is all half stitches, this is all full crosses, and then I've started doing the full crosses going down. So, I mean, I would love to finish this before December is over, before 2021, but realistically, I don't think that's gonna happen. But I mean, I could try. I have a lot of days off. I'm taking the 22nd through, you know, then the weekend. So the 22nd and the 23rd off. We're closed the 24th and the 25th. And then the weekend. And then I'm taking New Year's Eve off. So I do have some days off. So I could hopefully get a lot of stitching in. Not just the few hours at night that I normally stitch. So after this, what I have to do is the tree, the presents, the grass, and then the few other, you know, leafy things at the top. So I do still have a ways to go on this. But if I take it into winter, like January, that's okay, because I mean, it's still like winter themed. I'll get there. I'll get there. So this is Hello Dear. And that was like kind of the motivation I needed to start working on it again. So now I like actually want to work on it. Because that was still, I'm still not over the fact that she picked me. That's so cool. Okay, I feel like I need some coffee. Although I'm sure to you, you were looking at me like you don't need coffee. You're like all hyped up. So these are Spode mugs. Spode is like a really big deal in my family. We have a whole place setting that we use for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so when I like got my own apartment and I was in law school and everything, I started like collecting my own pieces. So I have mugs. We have like glasses that my husband drinks whiskey out of. We have a kid set. We love Spode. And I am definitely drinking a peppermint mocha. Okay, so then the last thing that I worked on, which is the other exciting thing that happened this week. So I've been watching Michelle Bendy's Flossmas every single day. And Michelle, if you're watching this, I doubt you are. But if you are, I do watch you every single day, but I don't always comment because it just depends on when I'm watching it. So just know, I am watching. And I love it. I love her Flossmas. And in general, I love Michelle. She's great. So, what was it, on Sunday? I think it was on Sunday. Or was it on Monday? Whatever day it was. She had a giveaway that she was going to give away a copy of Autumn Lane Stitchery's Mrs. Claus. So last week, Erin and Cassandra said that they wanted to do another ornament in their series. So they did the snowman in the August Just Cross Stitch ornament preview. And then they did Santa in the Just Cross Stitch magazine ornament edition, which Santa's right there. And so they wanted to do another one. And they didn't have time to do like a big Christmas or winter pattern this year. So Erin was like, you know, but I could knock out like a small one in a few days. And so they decided to do Mrs. Claus. And instead of Cassandra like quickly stitching it to like have as the model, they are doing a Sal. They're doing a stitch along. So Michelle said, you know, I'm gonna do this out and I wanna give away a pattern so that you can do it too. And so I decided to enter that giveaway and I won. Which was like, it came at the most perfect time because it was right after, I think it was, right after my kids came home from daycare sick. Well, they were on their way home from daycare and my daughter threw up all over the car. Sorry if that's a little gruesome, but hey, if you have kids, you understand. And so I think it was the next morning. It was either Monday morning or Tuesday morning. I don't remember. But that's when she told me I had won. And I was like, this could not have come at a more perfect time because this week I know is going to be stressful. And this is just going to make it that much better, that much brighter for me and not make it feel like such a super stressful week. And give me something to look forward to at the end of every night. So this is Mrs. Claus. She's so cute. I should have brought down my Santa. And I feel like if I get up right now, you're totally gonna see my butt and you don't wanna see this. This is a definite quarantine body going on right now. I know we're not supposed to shame our quarantine bodies, but it's bad, so no. So that is my Mrs. Claus. So I've been working on her like solidly, I wanna say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this is her. So I have the hat done. I have her like, I don't know what you want to call it, like a wreath headband with her hat. And I've started, or is it part of her hat? I don't know. And so I've started on her hair and the shadowing on her hair. I love this. I'm using that 32 count gray gingham that I had bought from Hobby Lobby. If you don't want to shop at Hobby Lobby, this is a Zweigart fabric that they sell there. And I looked online to see if you can get it online, and you can. So if you want like a gingham but you don't want to support Hobby Lobby, I totally get it. You can purchase it there. So I think, okay, so I originally was going to do her on the same tan fabric that I did Santa Claus on. But when I did my floss toss, I was like, these colors aren't really popping on the tan. And my husband was the one that was like, I kind of like the gingham. And I was like, yeah, it kind of makes it look like she's about to go bake cookies. And he's like, yeah, okay. And I've been talking a lot lately to Sean from Craftivating Creations. If you don't watch her channel, go watch her channel. I love her. She's great. But I said the same thing to her. I was like, it makes me feel like Mrs. Claus is about to go bake cookies. And she was like, oh my gosh, yes. I agree. So I'm really happy with the progress I've been making. The goal is to finish it this week. I want to finish it so that I can fully finish it and have it done before Christmas. So I can have a little set. And then maybe in January I'll do the snowman. So, but now that I'm not doing this on the tan, I'm like, okay, maybe I need to do the snowman on something else. And I'm thinking there might be something in my BeStitchMe box. I have no idea what's in here. I have not seen any spoilers. I'm just kind of hoping that maybe there's something in my BeStitchMe box. So yeah. So those are the things that I've been working on. Mrs. Claus, Hello Dear, and Plaid Tidings. And then finishing my baby Jesus. So that is everything. That is everything that I've worked on. Let's see. So, and the next installment of the Christmas wreath from Frosted Pumpkins, the Stitch Along just came out. It's a big red bow. It's real cute. So I'll probably, oh my gosh. Oh, that's what I forgot. Hold please. Okay, all right. I just realized, total spaz moment. I just realized, something else that I worked on, and I completely forgot about it because I did it in one day. Oh, Brett. I'm filming. I completely forgot about A Christmas Carol. The Stitch Along. So this is part 2. Part 3 comes out tomorrow, and that's why I remembered, because part 3 is coming out tomorrow. So, oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot about this. But isn't this gorgeous? She did post a preview, and it looks like it's going to square off this whole thing. And it looks like maybe there's a quote. I mean, I know there's a quote because she said there's going to be a quote, but it looks like it's going to be a border. So I am loving this. This is such a fun stitch. The second part were these corner pieces, and those, it took a little bit longer. So like this cross, the first part, took like, what, 2 hours, the first part. This one took a little bit longer. It took more like all day, but also because my baby kept waking up. So this is the second part, and I love it. I think it's so cute. So, so now that is everything that I've worked on. So I plan on working on this tomorrow. I also plan on finishing Mrs. Claus. I also am going to work on Hello Dear and the Christmas wreath. I'll probably put Plaid Tidings away for a little while so that I can work on all of these other things. And because my husband and kids just got home, I think I'm going to end the video here, and I'll do a separate video later. That will be the unboxing of the BeStitchMe box. So that's everything. I hope you have a great week. I don't know what I'm gonna do next week and the week after for videos. I may like pre-film something, so like doing my BeStitchMe box and putting that up, or something like that. I will have, I think what I'm gonna do the last week of the month is a video going over all of my whips and all of my plans for 2021. I am planning on doing a couple stitch-alongs in addition to the ones that I'm already do. I'm gonna do my own. One is I'm going to do the coffee and tea sampler from Owl Forest Embroidery with Mandy Mead stitches. And then I'm also going to do my Christmas list with Dawn. She's on Instagram, and I think her name is Create from the Heart. I'm almost positive. Let me check. But we are going to do, Create from the Heart. She's on Instagram. That's where she shares all of her cross-stitching stuff. We're gonna do my Christmas list. And she was like, I'm gonna go find all my stuff now. I'm like, I'm going to force myself to wait until after Christmas. And she's like, okay, fine, then I'll wait till after Christmas. So, so we're gonna do that. And I know for fact my Christmas list will be more of like an all year thing with the goal of having it done and FFO'd for next Christmas. The coffee and tea sampler, I don't know yet. Mandy and I haven't talked about it. So that one will be just kind of whenever we decide to do it. I've been stalking Owl Forest's website for their threads to come back in stock for both of those. So once they do, I'm gonna order both, and so I can actually do it. And then I'm sure it'll take a while to get here from Russia. So I know those are definitely going to be in the plans for 2021. And if you wanna do either of those with us, totally join along. But I will do a whole dedicated video with a whip parade and my plans for 2021. I'm thinking the last week of December. So I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you next week in some capacity. And if I don't see you before Christmas, I hope you have a Merry Christmas if you celebrate. If you don't, if you celebrate something else like Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or something, happy holidays. And I will see you next time.